Hello friends, welcome to Global Online University. Friends, in this video we are going to discuss about Jawaharlal Nehru University PhD entrance test. And friends, here you can note down the important dates. Online submission application form, it is till 27 August 2021, and last date for to pay the fees is 27 August 2021, and any correction in the application form from 1st September to 3rd September to, and then you can download admit card on 8 September 2021. The date of examination is on 20, 21, 22, 23 September 2021, and there are two shifts. The first session is from 9:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Second session is 2:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And friends, as you all know, in Jawaharlal Nehru PhD entrance test there will be two papers. One is research methodology and another one is related to our subject paper. As you all know, there will be 50 questions on research methodology, and if here from Global Online University we are providing you crash course on paper 1 research methodology. In this crash course you will get 20 mock tests on research methodology, and you will get a PDF solution for of all the 20 tests, and we are also providing you video lectures on research methodology. With this we will also get full syllabus notes on research methodology, and this crash course is available only at rupees 499. If you want to join, you can contact this number. And friends, I believe that if you follow this crash course, if you follow our research methodology tests, if you follow our video lectures, and if you go through these notes, it is very easy to score more marks in the research methodology, and you can also score score and focus more on paper 2. Yes, let us move to the questions. To the question here, the first question is: research is option A, a purposeful systematic activity. Option B, conducted for purely academic purposes. Option C, conducted to answer questions about practical issues. Option D, a random unplanned process of discovery. Yes, here four options are given. First, let us see what do you mean by research. Research means research is a systematic investigation into and study of materials. Yes, in research, a researcher is going to choose a problem and is going to study that problem in detail and in very systematic way in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. Yes, in the process of research, a researcher is going to do a systematic study in order to come to the conclusion. So here option A, a purposeful systematic activity, is the right answer, because a research is a purposeful activity. Yes, and it is also in a systematic manner. So option A purposeful systematic activity, is the correct answer. Yes, let us move to the second question. A research problem is feasible only when: option A, it is researchable. Option B, it is new and adds something to the knowledge. Option C, it has utility and relevance. Option D, all of this. Yes, in previous question only we have discussed about the research, and research problem is, yes, it is the topic chosen by the researcher. So a research problem, it is defined as an area of concern, yes, which topic the researcher is going to choose, and that requires a meaningful understanding of a specific topic. Yes, before choosing the topic, a researcher must understand the meaning of the research problem, yes, and its condition, a contradiction or a difficulty. Yes, before the research process starts, a researcher has to identify the problem and he has to understand it very clearly. So here a research problem is feasible only when if it is researchable. As a research problem, it should be researchable, then it should add new knowledge to the existing knowledge. Yes, then only the research problem is feasible. Then the third one is it has utility and relevance. Yes, a research problem should have utility and also it has relevance in the society, then only the research problem is feasible. So here option D, all of these, is the correct answer. Yes, next question is: which of the following term explains the idea that knowledge comes from experience? Yes, we all know that the knowledge comes from experience. Whenever we are going to experience something, we are going to gain our knowledge. Yes, this idea, that is the idea that knowledge comes from experience. This is option A rationalism, option B empiricism, option C logic, option D deduction. Yes, four options are given here. Here the theory that knowledge is based on the experience. Yes, the knowledge it is which is based on the experience, it is derived from the senses and the stimulated by the experimental science. And this theory, the knowledge comes from experience. This is developed in the century of 17th and 18th, and it is expounded by some researchers by John Locke, George Berkeley, and David Hume. So here option B empiricism is the correct answer. Yes, I hope you understood it. Yes, the next question is which of the following is a primary source of data? Yes, as you all know, there are two types of data collection are there. We can collect the data from two sources. One is primary source, another one is secondary source. Yes, here the question is which of the following is primary source of data? Option A is personal records, letters, diaries, autobiographies, wills. Option B official records of government documents, information preserved by social religious organizations. Option C oral testimony of traditions and customs. Option D all of the above. First let us see what do we mean by primary data. Yes, let us try to understand the difference between primary and secondary data. Here the primary data means these data are collected only by the researcher, and secondary means data collected by the other person. Yes, whenever a researcher goes and meet the people and he collects the data, it is known as the primary data. Secondary data means already some researcher has collected it, and if you follow those data, then it is known as the secondary data. And primary data are original in character, and secondary data are not original. And primary data sources are survey, observation, experiments, and secondary data sources are internal records, government published data, etc. And primary data are more reliable, secondary data are less reliable. Primary data will consume more time, secondary data will be available in very less time. Primary data are costly and secondary data are economical. So these are some very important differences between primary and secondary data. And here personal records, letters, diaries, autobiographies, and official records, government documents, yes, these are all, and also oral testimony of traditions and customs, these are all come under the primary data only, because to collect all these given data, the researcher is going and meeting the people and is collecting the data. So all of these will come under the primary data. So option D all of the above is the correct answer. Let us move to the next question. Yes, the quality of a research is judged by. Yes, the quality of research it is going to judge by option A relevance of a research, option B methodology adopted in conducting the research, option C depth of research, option D experience of researcher. Yes, here the right answer for this question is option B methodology adopted in conducting the research. Yes, which methodology the researcher is going to adopt, it is okay, the quality of research is dependent on the methodology of the research. Yes, I hope you know about the research methodology. Research methodology, it is the specific procedure, please remember it. Research methodology means it is a specific procedure for identifying, selecting, process and analyzing the information. Yes, it is a technique. Yes, research methodology means it is a technique used to identify, select the sample, process of the research, and also in analyzing the information. And also please remember here the research problem, it is the methodology section, and it will allow the reader to critically evaluate and study the overall validity and reliability of the research. So research methodology will also help in checking the validity and reliability of the research. So let us go to the next question. Which of the following is the first step in starting the research process? Yes, which one of the given is the first step in starting the research? Option A searching sources of information to locate problem, Option B, survey of related literature. Option C, identification of the problem. Option D, searching for solutions to the problem. Yes, all of you know that in research, in the research process there are various steps. So first the researcher has to find the problem, so he has to define the research problem. After defining the research problem, then he will go through it, then he will study review of literature, then he will formulate the hypothesis, then he will prepare research design for collection of the data, and he will go for the collection of data. Then after that he will analyze the data, then at the end he will report the writing. It means you will come to the conclusion. So the first step of research is identification of a problem. So this is the very first step in research in research process. Yes, the next question is, research problem is selected from the standpoint of option A, researcher's interest, option B, financial support, option C, social relevance, option D, availability of relevant literature. Yes, research problem is selected from the standpoint of researcher's interest. Yes, please remember it. When you go for a research, you will choose the topic such that in which topic you are interested, that on that topic you are going to choose a research problem. So option A, researcher interest, is the correct answer. Yes, a research problem means it is a specific issue. Yes, a research problem is nothing but it is an issue on which the researcher is going to study. The next question is, the research is always option A, verifying the old knowledge, option B, exploring new knowledge, option C, filling the gaps between the knowledge, option D, all of the above. Yes, in first or second question we have studied about the research means it will add something to the existing knowledge. So option B is the right answer here. Research means it is adding new knowledge to the already existing knowledge, and also it will verify the old knowledge whether it is correct or no. It is going to verify the already existing knowledge, and also the research will fill the gap between the knowledge, that is it will fill the gap between the old knowledge and also the new knowledge. So here option D, all of the above, is the correct answer. Yes, the next question is, validity of a research can be improved by. Yes, validity of a research, it can be improved by option A, eliminating extraneous factors, option B, taking the true representative of sample of the population, option C, both of the above measures, option D, none of these. Yes, validity refers to how accurately a method measures what is intended to measure. Yes, validity means how accurately we are going to measure. And if research is high validity, and please remember, if research is high validity, it means that the research is going to produce results correspond to the real properties. If the validity of the research is high, it means that the research is corresponding to the real properties of the society or real characteristics of the society. It means high reliability is one indicator that measurement is valid. Yes, if the reliability is high, it means that the research is valid. So here validity of a research can be improved by eliminating extraneous factors and also taking the true representative of the sample size. So option C, both of the above measures are correct here. So option C is the right answer. Yes, the next question is, an important practical issue to consider while designing a research project is option A, an interesting theoretical perspective, option B, add to knowledge of researcher only, option C, availability of time and other resources, option D, none of the above. An important practical issue to consider while designing a research project is option C, availability of time and other issues. So option C is the correct answer. Then the next question is, bibliography given in a research report. Option A, helps those interested in further research and studying the problem from another angle. Option B, make the report authentic. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. Yes, bibliography means, bibliography, it is a list of the sources you have used. Yes, in the process of research, the researcher uses various sources to collect the data, and bibliography shows the list of resources the researcher has used. Yes, in general, bibliography should include the author's names and also the title of their works. So here bibliography means help those interested in further research, and also it makes the report authentic. So option C, both A and B are the correct answer. Yes, the next question is the best quality of a research is option A curiosity, option B active imagination, option C ability, option D all of the above. Yes, the best quality of a research is curiosity, active imagination and also ability. So option D all of the above is the correct answer. Yes, the next question is collective psychology of the whole period is a theory which option A can explain all phase of historical development, option B means the psychology of the whole society, option C means psychological approach of data collection, option D all of the above. Yes friends, this question I have kept for you. This question is to check your preparation level, so please comment the answer in the comment section. Yes, I wish all the best to all, and if you are preparing for AMU PhD entrance test or Islamia University PhD entrance test, you can subscribe to our course. This course is available at very minimum cost, that is 499. And if you are preparing for a PhD entrance test of all other universities such as Gulbarga University and RC University, so this course is very helpful for you.